everyone. I would like to talk to you about the decriminalization, legalization federally of psychedelics and cannabis. Now, it is frowned upon due to propaganda that was spread, but I feel that we can use these recreationally, medicinally, and agriculturally. Recently, psychedelics have been making a comeback to be used for medicinal uses such as for Alzheimer's, dementia, mental illnesses, certain cancers, and curing certain anxieties. For example, there has been scientific research at Johns Hopkins Medical showing that patients with dementia and Alzheimer's have regained some of their memory after psychedelic and psilocybin therapy. Now, there's also veterans that have complex PTSD and people that have suffered from trauma that take psychedelics as a means for medicinal purposes or for spiritual reasons. Some people use psychedelics as a means to escape the mind, reset themselves from the everyday depressions and mental illnesses and trouble throughout their lives. In medical research back in the 1960s, psychedelics were used to treat mental illnesses versus the psychotropic meds that we have today pharmaceutically. When it comes to agricultural and growing psychedelics and cannabis, it takes a lot of time to cultivate both natural plants and herb to take care of us. So, agriculturally, cannabis can be used to clean up radiation spills. It can also be used to replace oil, hemp, everyday non-renewable resources that we can turn hemp or cannabis into resources that we can use every day. Some psychedelics are not bad. If we can break them apart and use them for medicinal uses and cut out all the pharmaceutical medications, we can actually help people afford mental health and help. Now, I'm not saying it's the miracle cure for everything, but it is also an alternative to these people that are seeking natural remedies versus the pharmaceutical medications that we have here. Just like the people that use cannabis medicinally and recreationally, depending on the geographical area that they live. Such as us here in Colorado, we use it recreationally and medicinally. We use cannabis. Now that I have informed you how we do it medicinally and agriculturally and recreationally, we can focus more on the benefits that we get from both of these. Both of these occur naturally within nature. DMT happens whenever we dream at night. And we also, yes, it is used recreationally. It's also considered as a street drug or party or raving or club drug. But we can harness it for medicinal uses. Now, psilocybin comes from the psychedelic mushrooms. Some people go on a spiritual trip on psychedelic mushrooms. Some people use it to reset their mind from everyday stressors, as I touched on a few moments ago. But not all of this is bad. We can harness this and use this. And we can also reap the benefits of growing our own cannabis and harvesting our own psychedelics. Also, psychedelics can be used to combat alcoholism, which means that it can decrease the liquor sales in people that are addicted to alcohol and use this as another alternative to safely allow them to enjoy themselves without causing any accidents, domestic violence, or things that are not okay society wise. It also would bring jobs to cannabis farmers for people to help them harvest their medicine, or agriculture to sell to the dispensaries for dispensaries to provide jobs for dispensary workers, like we do here in Colorado as well. All around, this would be great for the economy. It creates jobs, it creates a surplus, and it also will give people a chance to have a livable wage and to enjoy themselves recreationally when they indulge in psychedelics and cannabis that are completely decriminalized and legalized, because it's okay to have both. Coming from someone that does psychedelics and marijuana recreationally, I believe these two things will benefit us in the long run. Thank you for listening.